All right, so next we have Friends. So this one.
I love this one so much. I'm going to say
So
this before every song.
no, this is my favorite. No, this one is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when you said, Richard, when you said, no, sorry, I got excited. I was like, how dare you get excited over BTS songs? Like, how could you?
I'm still just impressed with myself for knowing Rhythm Nation. It was,
Oh my goodness,
the
yeah.
most obscure thing for me to know ever.
Did you guys manage to watch the unit interview with the two of
I
them
didn't
before
send it.
this?
That is on me. I think.
Oh,
Oh wait.
really?
No.
It's
I sent them. I sent them.
okay.
Sorry. No,
I
I
You
have
watched.
no.
sent nothing of the kind.
I'm not. I'm not to blame here. Yeah, there was something labeled homework on that sheet.
Oh
That sounds
no.
made up.
The one thing, the thing I didn't send, Sai, was the last one you sent. Like, you sent it to me via text. But anyways,
Oh, okay.
that one. I think you know.
Okay,
Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
they.
so let me run through the lyrics here real quick so you have an idea of what's happening. So, soul that was particularly sparking, another world that I faced for the first time. You who I met drenched in sweat were a somewhat strange kid. I'm from the moon, you're from the star. Our conversations were like homework. One day we one day we are the best friends, the other day we are enemies. I just want to understand. Hello, my alien. We're each other's mystery. Would it be the why? It's more special. Someday, when these cheers die down, stay with me by my side. Forever keep staying here, like your tiny pinky. Some of the some of the vision so, some of the visuals that obviously might be in one language when it translates doesn't have always the same like poetic
Intention.
flow
Yeah.
intention or like that, but I think I'm gathering here. 7 summers and cold winters and more to come, many promises and memories and more to come. Let's see. I remember ourselves in school uniforms. Each episode of our memories would be a movie. The dumpling accident is a comedy movie. The stories that filled the school bus on the way home. Now we go out for a drive together, unchanging the us of back then. I love little. It's almost like inside joke, right? Like the dumpling accident. We don't know what that was. We weren't there, but just like that little
We
line
all
of
know now.
reference.
Nobody knows.
I love that.
No,
That like
either.
Yeah.
I like putting because Johnny used to write. I mean, he still writes. I used to write with him, and I would do the lyrics, and I'd always like these little things that nobody else knew. But at the same time, our fans would enjoy that part because that made them think of special moments that maybe it was a spaghetti incident or maybe it was a
Yeah.
just something else, but it made them think of childhood or memory or whatever. So I
Yeah.
like it.
It's so specific,
That
but it's so relatable too. Everybody's got that. Everybody's
Yeah.
got that friend that you know.
I feel like you guys especially should appreciate this song because it's a song of best friends. Um, and the thing with the pinky finger is actually like when the boys have measured their hands, V has the longest fingers, and his pinky finger is the longest, and Jimin's is the shortest. So this is again, it's one of the like cute inside jokes, and the
How do you
dumpling
know
incident
this?
is the most famous.
Well, so we have this too. So in the chat, Zuvia, if I'm saying your name, so apparently they have shared the story of what
Many
the,
times now, and it changes every time in the retelling. If you scroll
Oh,
down to
really?
the description of this video, there'll
Yeah.
be a little introductory paragraph about what the song's about. Because Brit is great and she always puts that in.
This cute song's a tribute to the friendship between the members, specifically Jimin and V and BTS. The video is from the performance of Bangkok Con, the live pay-per-view. Okay, where's the...
Oh, and this is one of those songs where there's just one live performance of it. And, with a bunch of their songs, it's just one live performance.
So where's
also-
the...
Oh,
Sorry.
is it not the first paragraph at the very top?
Well, I mean, that's what I just read.
Oh, is it not there? I can't
Wait,
read
it
through
is.
the photo.
A fun fact is that the stage is exactly like the bus station they went to every day. That's cool.
Because they went to school together.
Right.
They went to high school together, and they met even before Jimin became a big hit trainee. It was through V's recommendation that Jimin sort of got pulled into Bangtan. So and they're born in the same year, which is special because if someone is older than you or younger than you, the relationship that you have with them is different and what you call them is different. If they're born in the same school year as you in the same year, you get to call them by their name and you address them with casual language.
Interesting, yeah.
So this allows them to have a closer relationship than they would with, for example, any of the older members. And it doesn't
wild.
come with the responsibility of being an older member like they would have been to Jungkook. So that, like, the Chingu is actually how they describe that same age relationship. Chingu is Korean for friends, and the name of the title of the song.
Okay.
And the Mandusakon, the dumpling incident is, I'm going to tell you since you didn't watch the interview. Basically, back in 2016, V starred in a K-drama called Hwarang, which you don't need to know the name of because you're probably not going to watch it. But I unironically loved it, and it was the first time I ever saw him. Like, this was, like, V is my gateway into BTS members as well.
Right.
So I love that drama, but most people don't, although probably ARMY do. And so he was shooting the drama during the time that they were also, practicing, training, and doing performances and things. And so he'd come home from the shoot, and he was really hungry, and he wanted to eat first and then train and then practice. And Jimin was like, no, I mean, the others haven't eaten yet, and it wouldn't be nice because they're older as well to eat before the elders, to eat before the others. So let's practice and then eat. And that became the dumpling incident. They had a fight, and, the other members shouting at them, go outside and fight. So they took it outside. They didn't talk for 2 weeks. Then they had a tearful reconciliation, which V filmed with his phone back then. And Jimin is like, you know who would film someone making a tearful reconciliation with you? This guy. So that's what he meant by not doing homework.
That's great.
So they got 2 songs out of this fight. So this song and another song called 4 O'Clock, which is also V's song.
Awesome.
That is cool. All right.
Life is, what is it? What do you call it? All life is inspiration for the for the art.
Yes, absolutely.
Everything is copy.
All right, so let me finish up the lyrics here quick, then now I really want to hear the song. The dream catcher in my room, the history of 7 years. Would it be why it's more special? Someday, when these cheers die down, stay with me by my side, forever keep staying here, like your tiny pinky. 7 summers and cold winters and more to come. 7 or many promises and memories and more to come. Like your pinky, we're still the same. I know you're everything. We must trust each other. Don't forget, instead of an obvious thank you, you and I, let's promise that we won't fight tomorrow for real. Someday when these cheers die down, you are my soulmate. Forever keep staying here. You are my soulmate. And I think it's repetition from there. I'm just kind of scanning real quick, so I want to hear this song. All right, I'm going to play the song.
Oh, this sounds like us.
Besties.
Like you and me.
Except we have many stories.
We have so many stories.
So many stories that will never make it onto this show.
It's wise.
유난히도 반짝였던 서울처럼 보는 또 다른 세상 땀을 잔뜩 뺀 샤만한 너 뭔가 이상했었어 난 답했어 넌 별했어 우리 대화는 숙제 같았지 하루는 배프 하루는 왼수 I just wanna understand Hello my area 우리 서로 mystery 그래서 더 특별한 걸까 언젠가는 항상 멋질 때 Stay 내 옆에 함께 있어 영원히 계속 이곳에 Stay Hey 네 작은 새끼 손가락 쥐었던 7번의 여름과春겨울보다 오래 수많은 약속과 추억들보다 오래 우리 교복 차려 영나 우리 추억 한 편 한 편 영화
만든 색깔은 코미디 영화 하게 버스 침속의 길들
이제 함께 drive 나가
하늘가 되게 그때의 우리들
오늘 끝나고 내 방의 dreamcatcher 7년간의 history 그래서 더 특별한 걸까
언젠가 이 함성 못들 때
내 옆에 함께
영원히
있어줘
계속 이곳에 stay
네 작은 새끼 손가락처럼 내를 보내 걸음과 숨결보다 오래 수많은 약속과 쇼트보다 오래 네 새끼 손가락처럼 보내
Okay, that's how you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
서로 믿어야만 돼
잊지 마 고맙다 기뻐한 말보단 너
Johnny, how come you and I never hold hands?
Anymore?
You should.
That's because you're so far away. You moved away from me.
I feel like they have something more than we do.
Do you know, you say that, but one of the really amazing, beautiful things that I love so much about their friendship is the way that they normalize this kind of contact between men without it being like, you know, making it something that should not be okay. They're always holding hands, they're always hugging.
So enter story, right? Because this, if you remember in Serbia, Montenegro, yeah. So we both thinking the same story just from that. So in America, you know, there's just the social constructs of, you know, men being too close to each other, like even just sitting really close to each other, let alone like leaning on somebody or whatever. Instantly, it's they must be, they must be a couple, they must be partners, right. Just because they're like leaning on each other kind of thing. There's that immediate assumption. So that's just our culture, what we were raised with, and we went to this is I think 2008. Ish.
Yep.
Wow.
I know. We're old.
16 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
So we were in Croatia and Montenegro for an event that Johnny performed at. It's a different story. And and I was judging a contest, and the gentlemen there were just on top of each other, and not in a sexual way, but for us it was jarring. Like they'd lean on each other and everything, and then to us they'd put like rest your hand right on your leg and everything.
Yep.
It was a culture shock for us. We're like, are they hitting on us? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just should we say something? Like it just took us a minute to kind of adapt. That it was so innocent, and it's like, why not? Why can't you have that connection? But it was a culture shock for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Richard and I didn't hug for the first 15 years of our friendship. Now we do all the time. Look, high five. High five, bro.
Wait. I got you. Right here. Oh. All right, we need to get back to this song.
Yes.
너와 나 내일 정말 싸우지 않기로
이제는 나 만두 먹고 안 싸울 거지?
What a nice departure from sort of the more
that's
serious.
so great.
A nice departure from the more serious undertones of the album as a whole. It's just nice to have that moment of levity and lightness.
And it also just gives more. I want to use the word credence. Maybe it's not the right word, but there's just artistically their willingness to share that. I mean, I know their story is unique in itself, that it was kind of like built with that interaction with the fans from the beginning, right? So it's just kind of built on that whole vlogging of some kind, right? They were just kind of like, they were just part of the community as a whole. But a lot of artists will write songs with that little mindset of like, okay, what will be popular? What will our fans like? And that's always a demon as an artist anyway, because you're chasing, success on some level. But they completely set that aside in this song. This is a song that's just a personal, endearing thing to share, as opposed to what's a good hook? What are people going to like? What's going to get on the radio? That
Right.
None of that influenced this, and it just makes it for even more beautiful art in that respect.
Although it still is catchy. I mean, they always have.
Yeah, I'm not taking I mean, that was the byproduct, but it's a natural byproduct. Is my point.
But yeah, no, really showing that friendship. I mean, for me, everybody knows I'm a Beatles nut, and one of the reasons that I love them so much, and why the world loves them so much too, is just you could see that camaraderie, you could see that brotherhood, you could see that love between them, and that's, I don't know, it makes me feel all cozy inside. I just love that. It's like they're it's not just this professional relationship. It's like these people that have, this deep connection, making this art together, which is really, I don't know, I love it.
Yeah. And the other thing that this song, like the content of the song, talks about is the way that the friendship is bigger than their work. The friendship is bigger than the band. The friendship is bigger than the music. When all of the lights die down, when their fame
Right.
is over, when they're just ordinary people, which I don't think is going to ever happen. Sorry, boys. But they're still there for each other, and they still have their whole history, and they still have that future ahead of them.
But it's not as
And-
important as the dumplings.
Dumplings will always win. Food always wins. With BTS, food always wins.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Yeah.
And one more thing of note in this song is that, like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, is this the first song that Jimin got involved in the production in? Because
I think
he doesn't
so.
usually produce, but
Yeah.
in this song he was he produced. He helped produce it with P Dog.
That was him and P Dog, yeah, who produced this. I think it was the first that he ever produced. Like, had a hand in producing it. Not sure though.
Yeah. And the other thing I always find entertaining when these two work together particularly is because they're always complaining about each other, like, oh, your voice is too low, your voice is too high, your range is like too difficult for the lower voiced ones find it a little bit harder to meet the high notes sometimes, like of Jin and Jimin.
Right.
So there's this ongoing like friendly ribbing they have with each other. Oh, it's always because of you, damn you, Jimin. Like, I have to go so high. So it's one of the fun things in those songs as well.
That's great. And it is coming in that was the production, his introduction with that.
When food is involved, they'll backstab one another. Yeah,
Oh no.
betrayal.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell so you can always be up to date with any videos or content we're coming out with next.
Yes, and also be sure to check out the link in the description below where you can buy us a cup of coffee, 3 or 5 because we need it, and check out the membership levels for added perks as a Thronely member. Also visit Throga.com to take a free vocal assessment to learn more about your voice, your strengths and weaknesses, and how to become a better singer. Thanks for joining, everyone. Be sure to check out the next video.
See you guys soon.